Derek Carr announces his retirement from the NFL, Ocho. 34, recently underwent multiple medical evaluations on his shoulder. Shoulder was deemed the only route back to 100%, and that would mean up to 6 months of recovery. Carr retires after staying on 11 seasons. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler, 257 touchdowns, 41,000 passing yards, top 25 all time, third place in the MVP vote. He walks away from 30 mil.
Hey, I have a question, huh? I'm confused.
Yeah.
We in April. We just had the draft.
Yeah.
The season ended how long ago? December?
Well, their season ended in January, beginning of January. But his season been over because he got hurt. Remember, Rattler been playing.
I'm trying to understand, why wasn't the situation rectified so you come into the season healthy? Why are we still talking about the same thing we were talking about last year? Oh, what was it?
Sometimes, Ocho, they give you, say, rest. And then when rest don't do it, now you don't let 2 months pass and rest. When you should have went and had that shoulder.
Listen, good and well, you don't play around nothing like that. Anything with the upper extremities, with the arms, especially when it comes to a quarterback, you want to get all those issues done and out the way. If there was even a thought or an inclination that there's something wrong with it that would hamper your throwing motion or playing your position at the best of your ability, you go get it fixed. You go get it fixed.
Ocho, Derek Carr has made $205 million in his career. He has a 77-92 record, 455 win percentage, just one trip to the playoffs, and I think they lost to you guys. The ninth most cash from 2014 to 2024. Aaron Rodgers has made $292 million. First Cousins, $291. Matthew Stafford, $287. Russell Wilson, $264. Dak Prescott, $244. Jared Goff, $234. Matt Ryan, $222. Tom Brady, $198. Derek Carr, $196. And my homeboy, $179.
Them boy make a pretty penny, boy. They make a pretty penny. And the funny thing about it, I was upset. Yeah. I was sad. I don't like to see players hurt. Hell, I goddamn tweeted the broken heart emoji about Derek Carr being gone, and then I had to remember, well, you know what? The people in New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, in Louisiana, man, they happy. They cheering. They second lining. Oh, I mean, I know you're happy Derek Carr is going. You didn't like your quarterback that you had, but now who you got? Now you got Spencer Rattler. No disrespect to him, young bull.
You got Spencer Rattler, and they took the quarterback. What's his name? Shuck. They took Shuck. I'm just telling you who they took. I ain't shucking with you, Ocho. That's who they took. They took Shuck.
That's exactly how the Saints gonna be. They're gonna be shook until they get a goddamn quarterback. Listen, my people in New Orleans, boy, we ain't got no patience. We ain't got no patience. We done dealt with too much. We need a quarterback.
Well, what happens is you get spoiled. You had Drew Brees for 15 years, and then you expect every quarterback.
It's hard to follow that up.
Look, you're not going to be Green Bay. You're not going to have Brett Favre for 15, 20 years. You're not going to have Aaron Rodgers for 20 years. And then you go right to Love. Right. That ain't happening. You're not finna have – most teams don't get to have 30, 40 years. I mean, you're talking about could be 40-plus years of prosperity at the quarterback position. That's crazy. Yeah. That is absurd to think about it. Because think about it. You had 17 years with about 17 years with Favre. And then you had another 18 years with Rodgers. And now you have Love. So that's what, 30, 35 years? So you about to have 45, maybe even 50 years of prosperity at the quarterback position.
And not just any quarterback. We talk about them boys. Like that boy.
Yeah, two Hall of Famers, yeah. You can make a case Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest of all time.
As was Brett Favre. And listen, Jordan Love in his own right is on his way to be just that as well, as he continues to improve year in and year out.
But Derek Carr is done. He says, no, I don't want to go through that anymore. He says, I talked it over with my wife and my family, and 6 months of rehab for $30 million. Like, nah, it ain't even worth it.
Hold on, wait a minute. Stay with me right now. Hey, Chad, y'all stay with me real quick. My Saints fans, tell me what you think about this. Now, I know based on what we saw from him last year, it wasn't anything to hype about. It wasn't nothing to second line about. But how about Aaron Rodgers coming in for a year in New Orleans until we get the rookie right? Or for Spencer Rattler can also, watch and learn behind him. What y'all think about that? I know I got some Saint fans in the chat. I'm just curious. What's your thought on that, Unc?
I'll let the Saint fans run. I'll let the Saint fans.
What you think? No,
chime
yes,
in
no.
with that
What
one.
you think? 1 year? No.
No.
Okay.
How'd it work out for the Jets? He was there 2 years.
I mean, you're right. I was just curious. Your thought process and bringing in the veteran presence, to see what they could do with Aaron. But if you say no, then it's no.
But the thing is, Ocho, but you're bringing him in for 1 year. What are we getting out of 1 year?
Development for the younger quarterbacks, allowing them to see how it should look, how it should go.
Let them develop. You told me guys don't get better by being on the bench.
Okay.
That's what you tell me.
You're right. I was just curious.
Saints head coach Kellen Moore said he will rotate all their quarterbacks, give them all opportunity as one tries to seize the starting job. We're going to let all three of these guys roll. Each will be given a chance to win the Saints starting job.
The people in the chat, the Saints fans, that got fuck this shit. We cooked.
Here's some stats for Shook. He has the second worst quarterback accuracy versus Power 5 opponents of any quarterback in this class. 42% completion rate when pressured. 58% completion rate when blitzed. Solid performance when kept clean. All quarterbacks are good when you keep them clean.
Yeah. You got to be, listen.
Yeah. Hey, Ocho, my house is immaculate when it's clean. Duh.
Hey, listen, under pressure. And
a lot of times you're going to be under pressure.
Exactly. How accurate and consistent can you be when you're under duress? That's the tall tale time of a great quarterback. Always calm under pressure. Always accurate under pressure, regardless of what's coming at him from all time. Man,
right.
Man, and again,
that's
why I question the draft again. Could you take those same numbers you just talked about, and I'm not going to say his name, but you know who I'm talking about, and you look at what he had to deal with because his offensive line play wasn't that good, but for some reason, he was highly accurate still. It's funny how that works, but that's neither here nor there.
So, as a wide receiver, you want a guy that can catch the ball in traffic.
Oh, now we talk.
Hell, anybody can catch when they're wide open, I hope. So, shaking every media member hand before start of first availability. Let's take a listen, Ocho.
My new media team here.
There you go.
Very good.
That's all we got. This evening.
Hey, good to meet you. Logan. Nice to meet you, Sharpe.
Rock. Pleasure, man. Brandy.
Jenna.
Scott. Nice to meet you.
What's up? Lee. Pleased to meet you. Rob. There you go. Rock. Thanks, man.
Oh, my God, with the camera right here.
There you go.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Nice.
All right, I'll just stand right here.
Yeah.
I like it.
According to Jenna Lane, Shiloh was the only player who's done that this week. He said Bucks were the first team to call. He's forever grateful that they gave him a chance.
Hey, listen, you might want to make friends with them now because they're gonna be right there. They're gonna be like gnats. They're gonna be like Knicks, and they're gonna be fair. So everything is up to you.
That's all we ask.
They're gonna be fair. Everything is up to you. You might as well be nice to them because they're gonna be in your face for a very, very long time.
I'd be so good that when I have a bad game, it's like, hey, this is an aberration. This is not how he normally plays.
Yep.
I was very, very fortunate. I think the thing is, Ocho, like when you come in as a low draft pick, you get a lot more grace because there's not the expectation of a first, second, third round pick on you. So he's an undrafted free agent, so he'll get more benefit of the doubt than someone that was a first, second, or third round pick, or a veteran player that's played for a number of years. Kind of like I was a 7th round pick, Ocho. What are they gonna say? Oh, he's not very good. I was a 7th round pick, but when I got good. It's like, hey, I remember this guy with special teams. We saw how hard he worked, blah, 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 X, Y, and Z. They'll give him the grace, but he will have earned it. Jets rookie Armand Mimbo didn't realize he would be rich after signing his rookie contract. Ocho, take a listen to what he had to say.
What was yesterday like for you signing your first contract?
It was pretty cool, especially once I looked at all them zeros on the page. That's when I didn't realize how much money I was getting, but now it's definitely a blessing for sure.
Yeah, the zeros.
Boy, look at them